Welcome, beautiful woman. Before we begin, take a moment to arrive. There is nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to do. Simply allow yourself to settle into this moment. Light your candle, and as the flame comes alive, take a slow, gentle breath. Perhaps close your eyes. Feel the chair beneath you. Feel your feet resting on the earth. Allow your shoulders to soften and allow your jaw to relax and allow yourself to be held. Today we gather at Imbolc, the first stirring of spring. Not the full blossoming, not the season of abundance, simply the first quiet whisper that life is beginning to move again. And I find a lot of comfort in this season because nothing is asking us to bloom. Nothing is asking us to have all of the answers. Nature isn't rushing. She is simply responding. Deep beneath the earth, the seeds are beginning to awaken and the sap is beginning to rise and life is remembering itself, and perhaps so are you. Over these last weeks, we've travelled through the winter solstice together. The longest night, the descent, the mystery, the goo inside the chrysalis. And before we move forward, I'd like you to spend a few moments reflecting. So open your journal and gently write, what has quietly changed within me over these past 6 weeks? Don't force an answer, just simply notice. And I'm going to give you a few moments, a few minutes to do that. So when you feel complete, place your journal aside and bring your attention to the empty chair that's sitting opposite you. Just notice it. There is no one sitting there, and yet I wonder if there is. I'd like you to imagine that this chair is being held for the woman that you are becoming. Not a perfect version of you, not a healed version, not someone who has everything figured out, simply the next expression of who you are already becoming. She has been growing quietly beneath the surface, just like spring, just like the seeds beneath the earth. So spend a few moments looking at that chair. What do you notice? How does it feel to know she is already on her way? And when you feel ready, just stand up slowly, walk around your space, and then, with intention, come and sit in the empty chair. No pretending, no performing. Simply notice, how does your body sit here? How does your breath feel? What has softened? And what feels stronger? What no longer needs proving? And what no longer needs apologizing for? Simply breathe as her in this moment. And now gently ask, what are you asking me to remember this season? Listen, don't chase an answer, trust whatever arises. And when you feel complete, quietly return to your original chair. Take a slow breath. Notice how it feels to look across at the empty chair now. Perhaps it no longer feels empty. Perhaps it simply feels familiar. And now I invite you to pick up the object from nature that found its way to you. Hold it in your hands, feel its texture, its weight, its age. This object has lived a life of seasons, of wind, of rain, of sunlight, and it reminds us that nature is always changing, always adapting, always becoming. So ask yourself gently, what quality within me is quietly asking to grow this season? Perhaps it's trust, perhaps it's courage, joy, rest, belonging, truth, whatever arises. Allow that word to settle into this object. Not because it needs magical powers, but because it will become a beautiful reminder over the coming weeks. And as you infuse that word, that energy into your beautiful symbol, I want you to place your object into your bowl and allow the bowl to become the womb of possibility. Not full of plans and not full of expectations, just simply holding what is quietly emerging. And once you've done that, take the small bowl or the glass of water that you've set aside. Water has carried us through the energies of the south, and it's held our tears and our surrender and our softening. So dip your fingers gently into the water and touch your forehead. May my mind remain open. Now take that water on your fingertips and touch your heart. May my heart remain soft. Touch the palms of your hands. May my hands create beauty in the world. And then take one final sip of the water, or simply return it to the earth later on with gratitude if you feel to. And as we close today, I'd like to leave you with one final reflection. The seasons will continue to turn and spring will arrive whether we rush it or not. Flowers will bloom in their own perfect timing, and the question has never been, when will I become? The question is, who am I becoming as the seasons turn? So thank your candle, thank the land beneath your feet, thank the woman you are becoming. And over these next 6 weeks, each time you notice your bowl on your altar, simply pause for a moment and ask yourself, what is quietly growing within me that deserves my love and attention today? There is nothing to force and there's nothing to chase, simply something beautiful asking to be tended.